Alrighty, good evening ladies and gentlemen, this is Hairy Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters cast. Got a nice big game for you here today, at least I hope it's going to be a big one. You know how it goes with those long replays, sometimes it's just some person of a dubious nature who just sticks around for so long in a 10-minute game that it pads out the replay. But hopefully it is a long game, and as a bonus, there's no Zerg in this long game, so it's going to be really insane. Anyway, let's have a look down the bottom side of the map. It is Mr. ParalyzE. He is 21 years of age, from South Korea, plays for the SK Telecom T1 team, which is awesome. And his opponent controlling the red SCV, he is on the top right side of the map. His name is Mr. Cure. He is 19 years of age, from South Korea, plays for the Jin Air Green Wings team. And he is also very awesome. He's going for an extremely fast starport here. Are we going to be seeing a tech lab coming out from these buildings? I assume we are. Extremely fast sort of Banshee play would be my guess. Tech lab needs to be starting very, very soon though. Come on, where's it going? He's not building one. Widowmine drop. That's what it must be. Must be a Widowmine drop from Mr. Cure. So there we go. And yes, this will be all sorts of hilarity when it comes out, because I don't think the ParalyzE is going to have enough DPS. You need at least 2 Stalkers, I think? 2 or 3 Stalkers to reliably be able to kill a Widowmine fast enough. If you just got one, you probably just shoot it in the face a few times and then it burrows anyway. But I don't know, I may be wrong. 1 Stalker may be enough to go ahead and actually destroy that stuff, so there we go. 1 Widowmine and a whole bunch of Marines coming out. I think this is probably the fastest you can get it, fastest possible. So great job there by Mr. Cure, and he's got the expansion coming down now. So we'll see if this pays off with the amount of damage it does compared to going for an early expansion. He's actually going to drop off everything here but the Widowmine, I think, and then push on in. And the Marines pushing these guys back. The Hellion comes in at exactly the same time, beautifully timed. The Nexus is overcharged, and he actually drops the Widowmine. I think this is by mistake. The Widowmine, oh no. You do not want to pull the Widowmine out until you're ready to do it. So that was a bit of a mistake there, pulling the Widowmine out. All the way out here, he should have flown the medevac over the Stalkers, dropped it right in the mineral line. But he did not. And there we go, the Widowmine. Oh, the probes destroyed the Widowmine just as it was about to be burrowed. So yeah, Cure, fantastic plan, but the execution a little bit sloppy on getting that Widowmine in where it needed to go. He accidentally dropped it over here, or something like that. I think he should have just pushed in as hard as he could over here, dropped it down. Because, yeah, I mean, the Nexus overcharge has already happened on this one. So going for the main base, I assume that was going to work out. But yeah, just did not happen. And now the Oracle coming on in and is going to try and have a go at some workers. The Marines are ready though, so I don't think anything's going to happen here. Is going to get pushed away nice and easily. Another Widowmine coming out as well. Ooh, what just blew up there? Not sure. But regardless, he's going to get 1 worker kill here. Medevac is actually following it around with a bunch of Marines just to scare it away, so yeah. Very, very interesting stuff. And the Oracle is getting the hell out of there. He's obviously not going to be able to do anything anytime soon, so just going to wait for a prime opportunity a little bit later on, and need some more energy to activate the gun as well. So yes, very nice stuff. Got a bunch of reactors coming out, got a bunch more barracks coming out, NG bays, all that sort of fun stuff, and Cure looking like he's going to go into macro mode. The Oracle is back. He's back and he's going for this base, but there are Marines fairly close. This is a very skittish Oracle. He doesn't want to go in and attack anything unless he's absolutely 100% sure that it's clear, but he's sort of trapped now in the middle right here. He's going to try and scoot through the middle, but there are Marines waiting for him. Oh, and he just manages to survive. This is like the most useless Oracle ever. You could have gone into a patch of Marines and just started attacking and got more kills than that. But he's been very, very skittish, and as a result, has got no health left and only 1 kill. And yeah, I think that was a worker kill. I may have been wrong, but yeah. Just bad luck all around for that bloody Oracle. But it'll scout this out and it'll get blown up ASAP. So there we go, running away, running past. Oh, almost got owned. He's going to go around now. We do have a missile turret over here and a missile turret over there. So the Oracle is going to get blown out of the sky. Does manage to find that worker though, so that's something. Main army coming up for Mr. Cure. Doesn't see that observer, but the observer definitely sees him. So that's good to know. Oh, I think the Oracle's about to die. There we go. Boom. Death to the Oracle. And here, look at this. ParalyzE has been teching up like a mad bastard. It's got Colossus already in this game. Very, very nice stuff. And yes, Cure, is he going for some sort of double prong in the front and in the side? Or is he going for everything in the side? I just do not know, but I do know that running pure Marines in to a Colossus is a very, very, very bad idea. So yeah, it does look like he's going to do some sort of double prong. Probably jerk these guys in, wave their guns around a little bit, run out when the Colossus starts hitting him, and at the same time do a drop over there. But ParalyzE is not that silly. He knows something is going on, and he's got an army over here with another Colossus waiting. So yeah, it looks like he's going to be fine right now. Don't move your army up there. You got to keep two separate forces here. I think he knows what he's doing. I think he's doing a great job, but at the same time, Cure building a third base. He knows that he's got map control at the moment. He knows that ParalyzE is on the defensive, so he's quite happy at this point to get his own third base, and the Phoenix is going to be scouting it. If you got Marines protecting this thing already, that is very, very awesome stuff right there. So yes, upgrades wise, we got 1 weapons for Cure, 1 armor is on the way, but a little bit not really there. ParalyzE just about to get 1-1, so he's obviously got 2 forges knocking around somewhere. Looking very, very good for ParalyzE's upgrades. Income wise, pretty much the same. Yes, and the third base has been put down, and I do not think that ParalyzE is going to let Cure knock this third base down, but then again, he's got 3 bases to defend now, and that cannot be easy to do. Here we go, 2 Widow Mines, and oh, there is a cannon though. No, that's it. That's the end to any sort of Widow Mine play, unless he puts them over here or something like that, but yes, that kind of sucks. Cannon over here, not on this side though, so he could scoot around the back and put a Widow Mine over there if he really wanted to. Dropship did see that cannon though and did run away. So far, both players doing a really good job. Cure doing some very nice, relatively risk-free harassment, but still keeping a lot of control and moving in enough to keep the map control and keep ParalyzE on his toes. But ParalyzE defensively has been absolutely brilliant so far. Looks like a nice big attack coming out. The Nexus is already overcharged, and these guys are, they're going to take out the cannon. Is there a Widow Mine that's about to be dropped here as well? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like they had a Widow Mine anywhere, so that's unfortunate. If they dropped down a Widow Mine and shot the cannon up, then I would say great play, but they did not. Interesting. He's sort of lost control of his forces. He's moved it out of range. Hallucinated Phoenix actually chasing it back towards the real army. That's hilarious. But yes, definitely needs to get those forces out. The main force still up. He's starting to get some Vikings up, building 4 at a time, which is very, very sweet. So definitely needs to be getting that done. And Cure has been pushing out the worker numbers very nicely with that earlier third base. So ParalyzE needs to step it up a little bit if he wants to maintain against Mr. Cure, who is starting to look very scary in this game with all that Viking production. The Triple M, oh, they're actually running. No, they're turning around, they're hitting it, but the Colossus are nearly there, and he turns to run, which is a great decision. So Blink Stalker's being very, very cheeky, but they've got to be careful because the Triple M can utterly destroy them if they go nuts. The Stalkers would just die so fast to mass mortar fire. But with the threat of Colossus always hanging over the Terran army, it's very, very hard to just stand and fight because the Colossus will absolutely destroy everything. There's 4 Colossus so far. They've managed to get 2 weapons. Cure's only halfway to getting 2 weapons on his ground forces and halfway to getting 1 weapons on his Widow Mines. So yes, those Colossus are going to be extremely scary with the fast upgrades they have, and the Stalkers ditto. They're going to be very, very scary as well. We do have Ghosts coming out as well. So Mr. Cure anticipating the eventual move over to High Templar that all Protoss seem to do when they start seeing Vikings on the field. And there are a ton of Vikings on the field. Man, Cure not messing around when it comes to the Viking numbers. And does he have enough on the ground? He's got a decent amount. It's very much a balancing act with the Terran at this point. You've got to have enough to deal with everything, and I think he's probably saving the rest of these for ghosts, probably. Yeah, 3 more barracks. He definitely needs a lot of tech labs. He's dealing with Stalkers, he's dealing with High Templar, so he needs a lot of Marauders, he needs a lot of Ghosts, and he needs a lot of barracks to pump out both of those units. And still get out Marines, which I assume he's still building Marines, but yeah, there we go. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Come on, let's see a scan. Let's see a scan on the observers, come on. There we go. I was waiting for that to happen. It's like he's been ignoring them the entire game, but he's finally decided to just give them a bit of a smack in the ass. Beautiful scan, sees the main army, moving on in, the Vikings getting in there, the Stalkers having a go, but the Stalkers are dying so fast, and the Archon's trying to have a go as well, but the Vikings are doing beautifully. They're starting to take some massive, just crazy Archon damage as well, and they're losing quite a lot. But yeah, the Colossus are all going down, the Triple M turning around, but suddenly there are Zealots everywhere. Where the hell did these guys come from? I mean, Cure was looking beautiful until the Zealots suddenly were all over the place with their Zealot speed running in and smacking the Terrans in the face, and suddenly that's not good. Oh, more Zealots! It's Zealot Chaos here today in the Terran base. We've got Zealots here, we've got Zealots there, we've got Zealots absolutely everywhere. There are no lack of Zealots in this base. So I hope you enjoy Zealots, because it's sure as hell sure that Cure doesn't enjoy Zealots. Ah, man. How many workers did those guys kill? He's lost 17 workers. That's pretty huge. He's down at 58, 57 under 67. He needs a healthy injection of workers very, very soon. Of course he can. Oh man, more Zealots coming in here. We've got to the point in the game where a crap ton of Zealots start showing up and killing everything. Is he on hold? I think they're on hold position, but they've killed all the workers around them, so they're not doing anything. You put them on hold position so that they don't run off and actually start attacking Marines and stuff like that. They just stay where they are, and they only attack what's close to them. And if you put them on hold position in the middle of a mineral patch, then they're going to attack workers, most likely. So, yeah. 3-3, just about finished. I do believe that ParalyzE has 3-3 already. Yes, he does. He's got Storm on the research as well. And man, did you see how much damage? Ah, somebody's messaging me. I missed a call from somebody. Have to call them back after this game is done, so we will try and do that. It's funny, I heard the message saying I missed a call, but I didn't hear the call itself, so I don't know. Can my own voice drown out my ringtone? Is that what's going on? It must be. But anyway, let's have a go. Let's have a look. So we've still got a fair amount of Vikings. We've got Ghosts. We've got all sorts of good stuff here, and the Stalker's getting the hell out of there. So Cure, he's just about to reach level 3 weapons, and once he reaches level 3, he is going to be looking good. He's actually getting a base out right in the... Is this out in the middle? Is this a 3-person base? So it's all screwed up with the mirroring of bases and stuff like that. So this is actually this base over here or something like that. It's actually this base that he's getting. Or this base, I don't know, depending on how you look at it. It's all messed up. Oh, the Storm of the Century that only hits 2 Marauders and a Marine, so that cannot be good. But, oh, he snipes 2 Medivacs as they run. Oh, that's just a slap in the face, and a slap somewhere else as well, but I'm not sure that we're going to be discussing where in this game. Look at these Zealots though, they're looking a bit beat up, but there's still more than enough of them, and ParalyzE looking a little bit funny here, does turn around and attack, but it's very much a, yeah, it's very dicey at the moment. Q would love to get a good position on the Colossus, actually does almost takes one of them out, but a Storm on his Vikings gives him a different idea about what he should be doing. The High Templar coming up for the ramp. Beautiful, beautiful play by ParalyzE. He comes in from the high ground. Nobody sees him coming. The High Templars come in, storm some stuff. And the Vikings, what are the Cure? Get a hold of your Vikings. Major mistake, not paying attention at all. Loses a few Vikings due to that, and just Cure, man, get your game face on. You need to have something happening here. He's on the high ground, but he does run into a couple of storms, couple more of those, and his army is going to be absolutely screwed right here. The Stalker's blinked in, taking out some Vikings. The Viking numbers are going down in a spectacular fashion. The Colossus are not looking too healthy though either. There's only one Colossus left, and ParalyzE may have to start thinking about using just high Templars for the whole lot of it. He does have 1 shield, going for level 2 shields as well, so going for a great amount of upgrades. And yeah, pushing on in, doing some stuff, looking pretty good. He does have a few high Templars back there. The Zealots are really still a decisive force in this game. And whoa, Cure not looking as strong as he was. Not looking as strong. He's still okay. He's still looking pretty good, but he's not as strong. He's looking a little bit more beat up than he used to be. He's making a couple of mistakes, losing some units that he probably shouldn't have. And yeah, we'll see if he can start turning this around. He's got to be wary about those high Templar, and there he's moved in nice and fast. He's got the high ground. So ParalyzE backs off, rightly so, pulls back, and now he's going to wait to see what he can do in the middle. Oh, you silly, silly little DT. There we go. Scans it, and the DT, oh. And he manages to get out of there in time. Ow, that sucks. He's attacking the planetary though, not the missile turret, which is a pretty big mistake. And there we go. Down goes the DT, but the main army is still incoming. Very, very nice storms from Mr. ParalyzE. Didn't hit central mass, but still hit a whole ton of ghosts, and the medevacs are working overtime to heal up this army because they've been taking so many damn storms. But yeah, we'll see. If only medevacs could heal Vikings, then it would be fantastic, but unfortunately not. Oh man, oh man, oh man. So Cure still moving in. He's got a beautiful army here. He's got everything he needs to win. It's all down to the micro now. And ParalyzE has been letting Cure get quite close to this base over here. He's got a ton of cannons, but now Mr. Cure is on the high ground. Oh, dodges a storm by the skin of his teeth there. Galloping for some Colossus, but ParalyzE is keeping them on the other side of the army, which is great. Trying to get a good position, but he is keeping the Colossus away. Dodges another storm, almost takes the Colossus out. Cure, I'm starting to like his micro here. He's doing a very good job attacking the cannons at the same time, keeping most of his forces back, not running them into the Colossus fire. And there we go, a Colossus goes down. The Vikings are in a very, very bad situation, but the main army is going in there, and the Vikings have done their job. There's nothing else for them to hit. So they go up to the high ground, and they land, and they get some nice attack going down. And now Cure is going to be pushing in, but 2 fresh Colossus come in from God knows where, and now ParalyzE moves his army in, and the Vikings, oh, do not do that, do not chase the Colossus. There's the worst position to chase the Colossus from. There was too many Stalkers in the way, and Cure, he was looking really good there, but ParalyzE managed to hold him off. And I gotta say, ParalyzE's army positioning is absolutely flawless. Absolutely flawless. You watch it, you see where his army is, you see where his Stalkers are, you see where his Colossus are. He always keeps the Colossus away from the main army. He always interposes the Stalkers and the Archons in between the Colossus and where he knows the Vikings to be. It's absolutely brilliant play. And yes, there he goes. He takes out the command center just before he gets to lift up and just runs out of there. And that is what Cure has been trying to do for the last 5-10 minutes, and ParalyzE just did it just like that. He just went in, boom, took it out. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. There's another command center ready to go, but damn, that just shows him. And ParalyzE, when he gets going, he can just do stuff. And it's all these bloody observers. There's observers everywhere, so he knows whenever Cure is coming in. He knows when he needs to defend. But as you can see there, Cure had no idea that was coming. They came in, they destroyed it, and yeah, he just went down. Down like anything. Scan coming out, and there's just too many DTs though. All the Marines have gone down, and oh, this is bad. The main army coming in here, ParalyzE hoping to take advantage of the DTs, but Cure hadn't quite left, and so it caught ParalyzE's army as he was on his way out the door. ParalyzE forced to step back, but still, the DTs, oh, the workers, what are you doing, workers? This is not a good idea. You do not want to go anywhere near the DTs. Ghost coming in though, taking out the DTs, doing a really good job. Might need another scan though, there's so many DTs here. There we go, does need another scan. Oh, this is not good. So much damage being done here. We're down 43 under 66. And yes, he's got 6 command centers building workers, so it's not going to be too long before he macros back up, but still, damn, that's just a ton of losses being taken. What the hell happened over here? Trying to do a drop. It's not working so well. ParalyzE must have been nearby, but yeah, another drop coming down here, but there are forces. Oh, feedback on the medevac. Almost kills it, but it's still alive, just a little bit. There's cannons over here, so the medevac does not want to go there. And yes, so far, Cure is, yeah, the harassment round obviously not working out for him. We'll see if he can work it with the actual army versus army route, which we have seen some magic out for him, but the Colossus numbers are starting to look very, very big. He's got 15 Vikings though, with 4 more on the way, so he's definitely got enough to burn through them fairly fast. But still, the ground army is going to take some serious hits from those Colossus. So there we go. As soon as ParalyzE gets scanned, he just runs out of there. I mean, he does not want to run into anything dangerous. Oh, storms. Storms. Well, we're down to 35 workers. I mean, mules have got to be keeping him in the game. Right? He hasn't actually got any mules out, but he's going to need some soon. However, he needs so many scans. He's using scans like there's no tomorrow. I don't think he wants to be spending anything on mules because he needs them for the scans. Here we go, sending in a small force. Not so small, but, you know, pretty decent. In there, it's going to try and snipe something, but the flank is happening. And Cure getting the hell out of there. So ParalyzE somehow able to get in the way of every single sort of attack that's happening. The Vikings, but they're flying right next to the observer there. ParalyzE knows what's happening, and a storm ready to hit them as they come across. But the ghost stuff has happened, and the Vikings moving in there, but they've got to be so careful. And, oh man, this is so close. It's so insane, but ParalyzE really going for the bases. He's going nuts over here, and Cure needs to start working about these ones. He does know they're both there. So getting in, oh, such a good storm. Am I zoomed out? No, I'm not even zoomed out. I thought I was zoomed out. I was zoomed out, but I zoomed in somehow. But ParalyzE looks like he wants to finish it off right here. He is going absolutely ballistic, but the Vikings catching him on the side, destroying a Colossus, and he backs off a little bit and then comes on strong again, and the Vikings doing so much damage, but right now they are under the Archons. However, so much damage being done, a storm chases the Vikings away, and ParalyzE keeps coming. He's down to 2 Colossus at the moment. I'm not sure how many High Templars he's got. 1. I think he's only got 1. So that army has not got any of the awesome tier 3 damage. But, yeah. He's still just bouncing around. What the hell is he building here? A Nexus? The hell? I do not understand this in the slightest. Ah, don't tell me he's got a Nexus overcharge this thing. What? You crazy, crazy bastard, ParalyzE. That would have been sweet if he managed to build it and then Nexus overcharged it. It would have been a perfect beachhead to attack this base, to attack this base. I've never even seen anybody try that before. Mostly because there's almost no chance you can actually build the damn thing. I mean, maybe dropping a command center over and turning it into a planetary, that would be sweet. And it'd probably be a lot more likely to happen. But Nexus overcharge is so much more powerful than a planetary, and it's a nice idea. Unfortunately, I don't think there's... yeah. I don't think there's any chance of it happening. He's gonna build it again! Cure, going for it. He's starting to run a little bit low, actually. He's... yeah, definitely needs some more minerals happening. So he might be starving a little bit. But... oh, the storm's going down. He tried to hold there. He really, really tried to hold. But it just didn't work out. And now he's taking so many losses. This might be it for Mr. Cure. I think he just tried to hold at the wrong time, at the wrong place, and now he's just been smacked to all hell. I don't know if there's any way of coming back from this. I mean, he took out a fair amount of ParalyzE's forces, but no, there we go. There's the GG. I thought maybe going for some of these bases over here would have been a bit easier, but I mean, you got DTs and all that sort of crap over there, and he needed the income, he needed the minerals. He was basically mining off this base and a little bit off that base, and that was it. And this base as well, but he needed the income, and it just wasn't happening. Unfortunate. I mean, this would have been a great base if he could hold it. Look at the high ground. You got high ground around here. You keep pressure on this base, and this base is on the low ground. It's beautiful. It's absolutely fantastic if you can hold it, but he couldn't hold it, and ParalyzE just had more forces and just rolled over and pushed him away. So fantastic, fantastic job by Mr. ParalyzE there. Great finish, great play from both players, and what a game. Absolutely breathtaking. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching this game. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys tomorrow with another one. Stay tuned.